Right now, millions of kids are changing their lives after they find their first winning product. You hear these stories all the time of how they failed time and time again until they eventually hit the jackpot. And I was exactly the same until I found my first winning product, which is why I'm going to reveal to you one of my previous winning products that made me over $300,000. I'm also going to show you how and where I found the product, how I actually knew that it was going to work, and also how I tested it and how I scaled it. So if all of this sounds good, keep watching. Before I reveal the product, if you're new here, my name's Harry, I'm a 7-figure dropshipper, and my goal is to inspire you to create your own e-commerce store and help you make money online. So if you do find this video helpful, then drop a like for the algorithm, drop a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on so that you stay up to date with all of my latest videos. With all that out the way, let's get into the good stuff. Looking inside of the Shopify reports, you'll see here that this one specific product brought in over $314,000. Now you'll see that there were other products and most of these products didn't actually work out, but what you generally find is when you're actually running a store, you'll find that the majority of your sales will come from 1 or 2 products, and they will be like your hero products. So you can see here this other product brought in close to 200K as well. And that's what you're trying to find, those bulk products that are going to bring in the majority of your sales. If you have a look inside of Facebook campaigns, you will see that we spent £152,000. Now in dollars, that is around about $175,000. That means that it gave us a total ROAS of around about 1.8. Now this isn't fantastic, however we did have a low break-even ROAS at about 1.4, which means we were able to come out with a profit of just shy of 20%. At this point you're probably wondering what the product is, so let me just show you. It's a kid's LCD drawing tablet that lets them draw and get creative and use their imagination without having the traditional mess of pens, paper and other stationery. Now I knew this product was going to work extremely well for a few reasons. Number one, it solves a problem. It takes kids away from screens such as TVs, iPads and phones. It encourages the kids to be creative and also harness and use their imagination. And also it saves the parents time and money because they don't have to go out and purchase traditional stationery like pens, pencils, and refill those over time. Number two, we have an extremely passionate audience that we can sell to. We all know that parents and grandparents want the best for their kids, and they want nothing but to see them happy. Number three, it also has good margins. Now this is an important thing. If you're selling a product that doesn't have the margins, don't bother selling it. But this product, we were able to get it and mark it up at least 3x of what we were purchasing it for, meaning that we would have a decent amount of profit, especially when we decided to scale. The fourth and final point is that the season was right. We were selling this in Q4, meaning that parents and grandparents were going to be on the lookout for ideas, products and gifts that they can purchase for their kids for Christmas. Now, while this is a good thing, it can also be a bad thing because after Christmas, of course, sales for this product dropped drastically. So you do have to bear that in mind when you're doing your product selection. Now, you're probably wondering how I discovered the product. So let me show you exactly how I done it. I used a paid tool called Dropshipping and started to search for keywords around the niche. For example, kids, child, and toy, because I knew that these types of products sell really well in Q4. The search criteria that I mainly like to use is searching for products in the last 3 to 6 months and making sure that it has at least 250 likes on it. I also make sure that I filter on the Shopify platform and also make sure that I'm filtering on the language English so that I'm not getting foreign ads. The reason why this product stood out to me so much is because I was seeing other advertisers sell this product with great engagement on their ads, but their ads, their offer and their website was absolutely terrible. When you see something like this, you have a massive opportunity to capitalize. If you want more source on how to find winning products, then I've just launched a product research course which is 100% free for a limited time. Inside you'll learn all of the strategies that I mentioned in this video, plus some more untapped methods that you can use. To claim your free access, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. So what type of store did I use for this particular product? Well, I decided to go down a niche store route. Since it was Q4, I know that kids' toys sell extremely well in this time period. And in fact, it's probably one of my favorite niches around that time in Q4. My main aim was to create a branded store in the kids niche. Now I decided to go with the Beautify theme, and this is one of my favorite themes. I use it on a lot of my stores. Another free theme that I like to use is called Sense. Now both of these are 100% free, so you have absolutely no excuses. Now for my product page, I made sure I followed the AIDA principle. AIDA principle stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. I made sure I had high quality photos and captivating headlines that captured the attention of the reader. I then also used the top 4 benefits of this product and described them so that I could get the customer interested. The product itself had tons of benefits and angles that I could use. It helped kids get creative and also encouraged them to use their imagination. The parents also saved time and money because they didn't have to go out and purchase stationery, not to mention kids can get a little bit messy when they start drawing. So this saved tons of time and money. To get parents and grandparents to actually desire this product, you had to use reviews. And social proof is a very powerful thing to get people to desire a product. People desire what other people have, especially if they have had a positive experience using the product. Finally, for action, I told people exactly what they needed to do. And that was as simple as just adding the product to their cart. You never want to assume that the customer knows what to do, even if it is obvious. Once I had all of this built, it was time to run some ads. So how did I actually create the video ads? Well, there was a ton of existing content that could already be leveraged on TikTok, plus the supplier also has some footage as well. I used Camtasia to edit all the clips together and used an online TikTok voice generator that allowed me to make it a little bit more native. Now, here's exactly how I tested the product on Facebook. I started out with an ad set budget campaign with 8 to 10 ad sets. Now, half of those ad sets were targeting United States, the other half were targeting ex-United States countries. So for example, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. I'd run these ad sets at $10.33 per day, and each ad set would have at least 2 creatives inside. Now, after 24 hours, if any ad set didn't have any buying intent at all, such as an add to cart or initiate checkout, I would just completely turn the ad set off. Anything that had some buying intent on it or had purchases, I would leave for the next day. After 3 days, at this point, I've either turned off the ad sets or I have the best ones running. I would then vertically scale by adding in new interest into the ad sets. The best ones that were working, I would then take those ones and put them into a CBO at around about $100 to $200 per day, depending on how good they were working at the testing phase. To scale further, I would literally just repeat this process and add in new interest into the campaign and take the best ones and scale them in their own scaling CBO. The next thing I'd do is making sure that I had a creative testing campaign so that I could test out creatives to make sure that the current ones that I was running were never going to fatigue and run out. And it was pretty much as simple as that. Now, I may have made this look easy, but you have to remember that I have failed tons and tons of times over the years for me to be able to do this. You can make money when you spot a product and their product, ads, or website just isn't on point, and you know that you can be able to improve it. This is a golden opportunity for you to scale a product. In this game, you have to spend time in the trenches plugging away, and eventually you'll find a product and you'll get better over time, which will allow you to change your life. If you did get some value from this, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Now, if you want me to personally help you start and scale your own dropshipping store, then book a call with myself or my team down below. Remember to claim your free access to the full product research course academy. That links for that will be down below. But that is it for this video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.